There's a bad headline in today's current, "Do not be hasty." I'm Mark Stewart Greenstein. This is the Daily Fire for October 5th. So you'll see something about Liberty Bank, Middletown-based lender, that has a headline concerning lending discrimination. Here's why the headline is so dangerous. It implies a racial bias to the bank, to its officers, or to a group of employees within the bank, and it is, I highly doubt, true. Highly doubt. Now, the writer, Ken Gosselin, is very careful, and this is good. It means you gotta read deeper, and please don't react. Because there's an allegation by the Connecticut Fair Housing Authority that Liberty Bank, and here Ken writes, listen to it, because of the racial or ethnic demographics of their neighborhoods, minority people were discriminated against in loans. It's not saying the same thing as because of their race or their ethnicity. Now, here's why the neighborhood may be valid. Maybe, whatever your color, when you're in a bad neighborhood, you were subject to crappy schools, you had less respect for authority, you had a reliance on government, none of which private lenders really like, irrespective of race. I just don't believe that a Connecticut bank institutionally discriminates based on race. For one reason, it's financially stupid. It is very stupid to cut off good business based on somebody's skin color. Good loans are hard to make because of characteristics of people way beyond skin color. Redlining existed 50 years ago in Connecticut. I don't think this is true today. Maybe in Mississippi, not in Connecticut. And the study was very anecdotal. At least that's the Gosselin report. They sent testers. Testers who, one was white, one was Latina. And who knows whether their behavior was influencing the bank lending officers, not their race. Let me give you an example of good behavior in a bank. Number one, you're dressed well. Number two, you've come forward. Let's say this is the black couple. Officer, we've kept records of our earnings, my wife's and mine. We have records of expenses here. Please take a look at them. By contrast, white couple, you can look this up yourself, right? It's all online. Or, yeah, I'll take care of the loan. I've always paid myself. All right, that's a hubris that a lot of people talk big when they have nothing to back it up. I trust that black couple to pay back the loan far more, and I'm pretty sure Liberty Bank would too. Clothing can make a difference, okay? You get that, let's say, Caucasian couple. She's in sandals. He's in sneakers, and he's got pants that are like showing his butt crack. They hang so low. Is that a very good respect for authority? By comparison, African-American couple, they're both dressed nicely. He's in a jacket and tie, nice shoes. It shows respect for the bank's authority, and maybe even respect for their risk. The only downside to banking, this is it, is losing money on a default. When a couple of any race shows the respect that we're going to pay back the loan, they have standards that I'm almost certain any bank in Connecticut wants to respect. Here's why I'm quite certain that Liberty Bank wants to respect. Their head officer is one Chandler Howard. Chandler's black. He's a nice guy. I doubt he has a racist bone in his body. And yet here's this study by a group, the Fair Housing Authority, that likes to make issue almost wherever it can. I've looked into their website. There are all sorts of, have you been discriminated against? Have you been redlined? They get funding, in part, from people who would like to agitate the system. So here's an example of agitation, and it may be unwarranted. Please do not react to headlines in condemning an institution. There's only one way that you can judge whether a bank really has discriminatory based on race lending. Discriminatory based on other things is valid. Discriminatory based on race is not. But the only way is to have everything the same in your experiment except race. Okay? Here's Mike and Cheryl Thomas applying. No pictures, no addresses. They're African American. Here's another application. Mike and Cheryl Thomas. No pictures, no neighborhoods. They're Caucasian. Now see if your target institution is denying one group over the other. In Connecticut, I doubt it. Ken, thanks for bringing this forward. Editors, please be wary of your headlines. This is pretty incendiary, and I don't think it's deserved. I'm Mark Stewart Greenstein.